The psychology of being too nice. Why being liked can slowly destroy your self-respect. Most people believe being nice is a strength. They are polite. They are agreeable. They avoid conflict. They put others first. They try to be understanding, patient, and accommodating. And at first, this seems like a good thing. But over time, something strange begins to happen. They feel drained. They feel overlooked. They feel unappreciated. They feel taken for granted. They feel invisible. They give more and receive less. They say yes when they want to say no. They stay quiet when something hurts them. They smile when they feel resentment inside. And eventually, they ask themselves a painful question. Why do people not respect me even though I am always nice? Today, we are going to explore the psychology behind being too nice. Not kindness, not compassion, but the kind of niceness that costs you your voice, your boundaries, and your self-respect. This is not about becoming cold or selfish. This is about understanding why excessive niceness exists, what it does to your mind, and how to regain emotional balance without losing your humanity. Part 1. What being too nice really means. Being too nice is not the same as being kind. Kindness comes from strength. Niceness often comes from fear. Psychologically, being too nice is a coping strategy. It is a learned behavior developed to avoid discomfort, rejection, or conflict. Many overly nice people learned early in life that approval equals safety. If they were easy to deal with, they were accepted. If they were quiet, they were praised. If they avoided conflict, they were loved. Over time, this becomes a pattern. They do not ask for what they want. They do not express disagreement. They do not set boundaries. They do not challenge disrespect. Instead, they adapt themselves to others. The mind tells them, if I am nice, I will be accepted. If I am agreeable, I will be safe. If I do not upset anyone, I will not be abandoned. This is not kindness. This is self-protection. Part 2. The psychology behind excessive niceness. There are several psychological forces behind being too nice. The first is fear of rejection. The mind believes disagreement will lead to loss of connection, so it sacrifices honesty for harmony. The second is people-pleasing. People-pleasing is not about caring for others. It is about controlling how others perceive you. The third is low self-worth. When someone does not believe their needs matter, they prioritize everyone else's needs instead. The fourth is conflict avoidance. Some people associate conflict with danger, so they avoid it at all costs, even when silence harms them. The fifth is identity confusion. Some people define themselves as the nice one. They believe if they stop being nice, they will lose their value. Psychologically, this creates inner tension. On the outside, they appear calm and agreeable. On the inside, resentment quietly builds. And resentment never stays silent forever. Part 3. Why being too nice attracts disrespect. Here is the uncomfortable truth. People do not disrespect you because you are nice. They disrespect you because you do not protect yourself. Human behavior is guided by boundaries. Where there are no boundaries, people push. Where there is no resistance, people take. When someone consistently puts themselves last, others unconsciously follow that order. The mind of others begins to think. They will understand. They will not say anything. They will adapt. They will tolerate this. This is not cruelty. This is human psychology. Respect is built on clarity. When your limits are unclear, respect fades. The Stoics understood this deeply. They believed self-respect is a form of inner order. When you abandon that order, The world reflects it back to you. Being too nice teaches people how to treat you. Part 4. The emotional cost of being too nice. The cost of excessive niceness is not immediate. It accumulates quietly. You begin to feel emotionally exhausted. You feel unseen. You feel unheard. You feel undervalued. You may start to experience passive anger, sarcasm, withdrawal, emotional numbness, sudden outbursts that surprise even you. Psychologically, this happens because your emotions were never allowed to exit in healthy ways. The mind stores suppressed feelings. The body carries unspoken boundaries. The nervous system stays in a state of quiet tension. Over time, being too nice leads to anxiety, resentment, and loss of identity. You begin to forget who you are when you are not pleasing someone. Part 5. Stoic wisdom on niceness and self-respect. Stoicism does not teach kindness without strength. It teaches virtue with boundaries. A Stoic is calm but not passive, respectful but not submissive, understanding but not self-sacrificing. Marcus Aurelius wrote that you should be tolerant with others but strict with yourself. That means you act with integrity, not self-abandonment. Epictetus taught that if you want to be respected, you must first respect yourself. That includes honoring your limits. Stoic calmness is not silence. It is controlled expression. Stoic kindness is not compliance. It is principled behavior. Being emotionally disciplined does not mean being emotionally invisible. Part 6. How to stop being too nice without becoming cold. The solution is not to become rude or aggressive. It is to become honest and grounded. Start by noticing when you say yes while feeling resistance inside. That resistance is information. Practice small no responses. You do not need explanations. You do not need apologies. You do not need permission. Learn to tolerate discomfort. Setting boundaries feels uncomfortable at first because your nervous system is not used to it. Speak calmly, not defensively. Clarity does not require anger. Stop over-explaining. Over-explaining is a sign of self-doubt. Understand this. People who benefit from your lack of boundaries will resist your growth. That does not mean you are wrong. A Stoic accepts temporary discomfort for long-term peace. Part 7. Redefining kindness in a healthy way. Healthy kindness includes yourself. It means you listen to others without silencing yourself. You care without self-betrayal. You help without resentment. You give without expectation. You stand firm without cruelty. True kindness is balanced. It does not erase you. When you stop being too nice, something interesting happens. Some people leave. Some people test you. Some people adjust. And some people respect you more than ever. That is clarity. Closing. Being too nice is not a flaw. It is a signal. It signals a desire for peace, connection, and harmony. But when it comes at the cost of your self-respect, it becomes self-erasure. Psychological strength is not about dominance. It is about alignment. When your actions align with your values, your words, and your boundaries, peace follows. You do not need to be less kind. You need to be more whole. And when you respect yourself, the world learns how to treat you.